How's it feel to be gorgeous, Chris?
You know, I'm not gonna lie. It's natural talent.
It's not talent to be naturally gorgeous. Talent would imply that you learned how to do something incredible.
Yeah, I came out of the
Being
womb knowing
naturally
how to be
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
No, being naturally gorgeous would imply that you came out of the womb that way.
But it's because of my sparkling personality that I am who I am, and that makes me gorgeous.
No wonder I look like a fucking rock.
Welcome to Dysfunctionally Yours, the podcast where we embrace the chaos, laugh through the struggles, and find hope on the other side of trauma. I'm your host, Brittany, and if you've ever felt like your life was a beautifully messy roller coaster of dysfunction, trust me, you're in good company. Here, we'll have real, raw, and sometimes ridiculous conversations about mental health, relationships, and healing, because let's be honest, life isn't always pretty, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of it stronger and maybe even smiling. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of bubbles, and let's navigate this wild journey together, dysfunctionally, but never alone.
And how's our mental health doing?
Struggling. But we're back.
We're so back.
We're so back. And I don't want to say we're better than ever, but we're back. And that's all that matters.
Also, I apologize to everyone. Like, I clearly have not tanned this summer. I am so pasty pale, but we are getting into like hot twink boy, no sleeve summer, whatever the youth call it these days.
I have a funny story. So I was talking to my stepmom, and I let her know we had been struggling with the lighting, and she heard us talking about the lighting. And so, her being kind of a fixer, she decides to go searching for lights. And so she sends me, the original ring lights I originally thought we would get. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. These are the big studio lights that we have. So it's not that we don't have appropriate lighting. It's that we don't know how to use it. But then she was like, I see what the problem is. She goes, he's just very fair and very pale. And it's going to be very hard because you are not fair or pale.
No,
And
like you are so much, your skin tone is just so much darker than mine. Like, I'm
that's
just
because I am a golden bronzed goddess.
exactly like I don't go out into the sun. So, I mean,
I haven't been in the sun yet. This is my pale.
you and my husband both. Like he is just he's just naturally more dark and like that bronze shade. Like I I don't know. I was not gifted with good skin pigment, I guess. Whatever that is.
Melanin.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's one of my very few, very, very, very few flaws.
I don't know that it's a flaw. Some people really go for that porcelain doll aesthetic. I'm not that person,
Just
but
a porcelain doll? No, absolutely not. Do I look like a fucking doll?
do you?
Anyway,
I mean, dolls are lovely and perfection, and
are they? I don't. Well, I mean, I guess I can agree with the perfection part.
okay. See.
Maybe I'm more like a rag doll.
Like rag. That's what Annabelle is. Annabelle is a rag doll, and horror movies are made about her.
Oh, I think Annabelle's so cute. She's like, ooh, I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna fucking slit your throat in your sleep. But she's gorgeous.
Well, there you go. If the shoe fits. What's your ache and relief of the week? And I'm going to put caveats on here. You can't say gas prices. You can't say consumerism. You can't say those two things this week.
I think let's start off with the ache of the week. I think for me, I've just felt really tired mentally. Physically, I'm not gonna lie, I'm thriving. Like I'm getting down to like my goal weight. I'm about 5 pounds away from 165. So I'm super stoked about that. But I think I've been really pushing myself with my exercising, my diet. And then there's just been a lot of like family stuff that I've had to navigate this past week. And that's just made me like emotionally, I just feel exhausted. I slept for 10 hours last night. I went to bed at like 9:30, 10. I didn't wake up until like 7:30. I got a full 10 hours and I feel great physically, but emotionally, I just feel exhausted, which also kind of leads me into my relief of the week. So, one of the reasons I'm emotionally exhausted is because it was my birthday Friday.
Happy birthday.
I know I am a fresh 26,
28, 29.
29.
29. I was like, wait, you're the same age as my brother would be.
Oh God, the thirds are coming, and
Life gets better.
I don't know. In gay years, 30, you're dead. Like you're done. I feel like, but I digress.
Who the fuck am I? The crypt keeper? What?
You're not gay. Well,
In gay world.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Like
Okay,
gay,
okay.
in gay years,
You're like,
30, you're done.
is that how you just came out, Brittany?
God, I just outed you. I'm a horrible gay. My gay card is revoked. I mean, it is not getting renewed for another season.
I missed that altogether that you had said that.
No.
Okay, that's funny.
But my relief of the week, it was my birthday. I had a pretty good day, just like chilling, had a nice lunch. It was great. But I had to kind of decide like, what do I want to do? What's important to me this year? Like, and at first, because I texted you and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get this like $1,000 gold diamond wedding ring because
It
I've
was
lost
lovely.
I've lost so much weight that my current ring just like kind of slips off all the time. But then I was like, but $1,000 is a plane ticket. And now I'm going to Scotland in October.
Oh, that's what you got instead of the ring.
Yes.
Okay, you did
Yes.
send me the trip, and I was like, oh, that's
Did you
so
think I did both?
yes,
No?
yes,
Oh, no.
prima donna, I did.
I mean,
I came in and immediately looked at your hand, like thinking you were gonna have this new diamond ring on.
no, I wish. If you're watching, Brian, there's a little hint. No, I decided I'm really trying to invest my money into experiences and
Yes.
something that I can experience like with my friends, with my family.
Yeah.
And so like Ryan and I were like, yeah, let's go to Scotland. It's been on my bucket list for a long time. Like my ancestry DNA results say that I have a lot of like origins in Scotland. It's like my highest percent when I did it, which makes sense. The pale, blonde, brown hair, blue eyes, like, yeah, I'm white. But anyway, so I'm
You
stoked.
didn't know.
I'm stoked. I'm so stoked. Like, I've been to
That's
Ireland,
exciting.
I've been to London. We're actually going to fly from DIA to London and I did a double take there. London and then London to Scotland. And it's going to be beautiful. We're planning everything. But I also invited like my in laws because it's also on their bucket list to go to Scotland. And
Oh,
so it's just been that part's been it's been a little complicated just navigating like what do we all want to do? What do we all want to see? And like Ryan and I have two very different versions of compared to his parents, I should say, on what we want to get out of the trip. We want to walk a lot. I want to do like a 15-mile hike. I want to see the fall colors. We're going during peak fall color season. And I think they more so like want to do like trains, some car rides, see some of the coast. And so we've just had to navigate what that looks like. And so that's just been a bit like just exhausting. But I think planning a trip in general is exhausting. So it's nothing like super crazy or like out of the ordinary, but just doing all the planning, buying the tickets. I also got a new credit card to get points and all that stuff. So that was a little stressful, but everything's good. It's going to be a good time. We're working it out. So yeah. What about you?
Well, that's exciting. I'm excited for you. I haven't taken a trip in a long time.
I'll
And
send you all the pictures. I'm hoping to find the Loch Ness monster.
I hope you find the Loch Ness monster as well.
I'm going to go to Loch Ness and all I'm going to do is walk up to the water and go,
I think you can. You'll be like, "Psst, psst, psst, Nessie,
Nessie,
Nessie," and she's
Here,
just
girl.
gonna come, just like as she should.
Well, and I'm gay, so like I'm a safe space, right? Like she can feel safe with me. Like reveal yourself to me, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something that was like, this is a dumb world. There's no mermaids, there's no unicorns, there's no fairies. And I was like, false. I am, in fact, a unicorn. I am, in fact, a mythical creature, convinced that I hatched out of a rainbow sparkly egg and that I have been living this land for like 3,000 years. Like, I don't know what anybody's talking about.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. So,
That feels right.
right? So with that, I'm positive that Nessie will come see you as well.
I'll send pictures.
Thank you. You have to let her know who it's for.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, she's like, I'm not revealing myself to commoners.
But yeah, no. Like we can't have any like of those peasants or no, it's like Chris and Brittany.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. What is my ache of the week? I too am exhausted. I am mentally and emotionally beat down. Like beat down to my core right now. And I haven't felt that way in a long time.
It's the worst feeling.
It's rough. But as we know, I'm resilient and this too shall pass. So, but it does suck in the process. I would also say on top of that, I've really been struggling with is the status of my brothers, right? Like, we know one is gone and that hits in waves. It comes and goes. I think the past couple of weeks, he got brought up a lot randomly. And I was like, what's happening here? So I knew something was coming, but I think it's less about him and more about my other brother, who I've mentioned is incarcerated. He's in prison.
Hey, twinsies.
Huh?
Twinsies. I also have a brother incarcerated.
Ooh.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't actually.
Boy. That's well,
Yeah.
that'll be a topic for an episode maybe. Anyways.
Yeah. And so I had previously said, if he went back again, I was done. I can't keep staying on that like little gerbil wheel of just sabotage over and over and over because I work so hard to make myself a better version and to not let the world, like, I don't think the world happens to us. And so if you don't take control of it, you make shit choices and you play the victim in a situation that you're not the victim in. Like, take control of your own life. But nonetheless, it's like to have lost two brothers, and that's all I ever wanted in the whole wide world was a brother. And I had always said that he was the greatest gift ever given to me. I was convinced that my parents gave me my brother. Like, that was his purpose in the world, was he was mine. And so now to just have to really process, and there's some really sad things happening there behind the scenes, and it breaks my
Yeah.
heart. It breaks my heart. And I know that to keep myself healed and intact and okay, I can't get sucked back into it.
Gotta protect your peace 100%.
Right.
No matter how hard it hurts, it stings, you feel all the feels,
Yeah.
like setting up those boundaries for yourself, even though it doesn't lead to the relationship that you were envisioning or wanted or need. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's hard. And I think it's easy to walk around and say, protect your peace, right? We do it all the time. Protect your
Yep.
peace. I do all these things to protect my peace. It's
All day, every day.
it's very easy to say. I don't know that we talk enough about the sacrifices that are made to protect your peace. And those are not always easy. Like they're truly, truly not. And so this week, on top of all of the other things that I've got going on that are just like doing, just wreaking havoc on my brain, that has been very on the surface, just been very, very prevalent this week and really sad.
Just
So,
kinda added, like, fuel to the fire, so to
yeah.
speak.
And it's like, I know that that's always there, and I think what I also know is that once things start to get beat down, it like weakens a barrier. It, it weakens the wall, it weakens a barrier, and it allows other things to sort of flood in. And I don't want that. So there's just a lot of, you know, mental stuff I have to do to be able to be like, this
Like, the
is
mental
fine.
gymnastics
Yeah.
that we have to go through every day just to be, like, functioning, present
Hmm.
adults, and I try to remind myself that we don't always know what people are going through, right? Like,
Absolutely.
as and I try to remind myself that at, like, work, when I'm at the store and someone's made me mad,
Yes.
people driving, like, we don't know what kind of day someone is having, and so, yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah. I think my relief of the week, though, I told you last week that I was redoing my bathroom. And so I finished that. I love it. It's fabulous.
Okay, so you got all your stuff then and
Yeah.
everything.
And it's great. It's
You
like,
didn't send me photos.
I'll show you. But it's like every time I walk into my bathroom, it's an instant dopamine hit every time. And so waking up in the morning to get ready for work or whatever to start my day in any capacity, you walk in and you're like, I love my bathroom.
What did
I
you do? What did you, like, change?
it all started with this like paint by number thing that I did of a cat sitting on a toilet.
Okay.
And it was like, it was fun to paint. My cat ruined that one, and so I did a new one, and that was a cat in a bathtub. And I was like, "Oh, these are kind of fun." And then I saw some prints online of cats, like, in bathrobes or in bathtubs, and I
Oh,
was
that's so
like,
cute.
yeah, and so I was like, "That's just kinda like they're cute, it's fun, it's, I don't know, kinda funky." And then from there, I created a vision in my brain, and I got this, like, really bright, which I don't do colors, but it's a very brightly colored shower curtain that has cats playing in the bathroom. And then I got these bright picture frames to go over these prints and really bright colored towels and things like that. And then I got one of those like little neon signs for the
Ooh,
bathroom.
that's fun.
It's so great. It's like a pink neon sign and it says, "You're enough."
That's, like, so reassuring.
Yeah, and so there's always this like, I leave it on all the time. So there's this nice, like, pink hue coming out of the bathroom all the time. It's just very
Like, no,
fun.
there's no aliens in there, it's just my neon sign.
It's just my neon sign. And I love it. It makes me happy whenever I go in there. And so the bathroom, and then I got new patio furniture. eh,
Ooh, what'd
Yeah,
you get?
just like some chairs and a little sofa, a little table for my patio. And it came when it was all rainy and gross out. So I didn't really get to enjoy it. But the past couple of days, it's been gorgeous. And so I just sit there with my coffee or whatever I sit there with, usually coffee in the morning to start my day. And there's a little baby bunny that lives, like, was made a nest or something in a bush right by my porch. And so he comes and chills on the porch and hops around, and he's so tiny and he's so
Oh,
cute. So I just like sit there and I feel like Snow White with a little bunny that comes to see me.
oh, that's so fun. Honestly, I love that for you. Like
Yeah.
that is what I wish for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, it is truly great because for as much time as I spend at home, to truly thoroughly enjoy each little section piece by piece, uh,
Piece by piece.
still a Kelly Clarkson song.
You're
So
welcome for
that's,
that.
yeah, I'll never forget. Yeah, so that's just been very nice to sort of see some things come together and to be able to enjoy different spaces, right? I spent a lot of time building my office, and then I spent some time building my living room. And then my bedroom is a journey where, like, that one is slowly coming together. But then to have these other little sections come together, I'm like, oh, I love. So it makes me happy.
So exciting, honestly.
It
Like
makes me
there's just something about making your space your own
totally.
and making it like exactly how you want it. Like Ryan and I are trying to do that same thing. We've been
Mhm.
doing some decorating and some things downstairs. He's tinkering with something in the garage right now. We're gonna paint some wood frames later that we're gonna put up in the living space. So
Mhm.
yeah, right
Yeah.
there with you.
Yeah, and I had done a lot of work on my house prior to moving to Denver. And after my kids had moved out and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Like, I was able to start to curate some things to make it, like, Britney and not have to worry about it being teenage boy proof, which is a thing.
It's a big task.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it was cool to finally get there. And then I moved and I stayed with my cousin. And then I moved in with my ex. And there was just, and then I was in my brother's house trying to, that's a whole different story as to why I was there, but like really trying to help preserve his house. But it had all of his things in there. And so my things stayed in storage at my kids' house. I got rid of a lot of it. I gave it to them. And so it's been like 5 years since I've had like my space the way that I want it.
Like, this is for me, just for me,
Yeah.
no one else,
Yeah.
no kids, no partner,
Yeah.
no family, just me,
Just
something
me.
I can have.
Absolutely. And so now it's, like I said, to pull it all together and get it the way that I want it to. Um, it's kind of fun.
Well, that's so
So
exciting.
that's my relief of the week. Yeah, we'll get through it. What do we got today? I know you did more prep than I did.
Let's see.
I was just gonna randomly talk about anything under the sun.
Data centers, that seems to be a hot topic.
The data centers for AI.
Yeah.
I have such mixed feelings about it because I clearly have learned to really love and appreciate AI. I talk about it all the time that like
Yep.
ChatGPT is my girl. Like we are chummy.
I really like Gemini. That's
Yeah.
my that's
Yeah,
my AI preference.
absolutely. So like I have learned to really appreciate it. And also, I do know that it's
The water.
right gonna
Like I
wreak
did
havoc
something
on
on
the environment and
yeah, like I
yeah.
did something on Gemini the other day. I think it was when I made the photos of me at the Met Gala.
Oh yeah.
And I sent them to some friends and my friends were like, "Well, how much water did you just waste, Chris?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, you're probably right."
Yeah. But like so whenever I first heard about all of this, like how much water it uses to cool these generators and things like that. Well, to be fair, at first I was like, whatever. Brushed off because out of sight, out of mind. And then because I'm a human that overthinks, I was like, actually let me look into this a little bit because I for as much as I like scream that I like blind ignorance, I still like to know what the hell's going on. And so I did look into it a little bit, but then I also went and I asked and I started looking into how different all of these AIs are. Gemini, Claude, Chat.
There's so
Um,
many.
how different all of these AIs are in comparison to the Google and the Alexa and all of the things that we've already been using. And that information was kind of interesting because, right, the original Google engine, you might end up having to ask it 2 or 3 or 4 questions to get the answer you were looking for, to actually get it to pull what you were looking for. Whereas you can type more into all of these other, like, AI bots, and it's one search. And so it was talking about how, yes, it might use more in one sitting, but you were doing more with the original Google. And so it's like, same. So we've been using this for a long, long, long time. Siri
People
tells
just
us where to go.
always know that.
Right. Like, and I had to know because I have my house is run by an Alexa, right? Like, so I
And
was
a
like,
lot of people are moving towards like smart houses, like having
yeah,
their smart thermostats. Like my lights in my living room, I control with an app. I don't want to get up to turn off the lights.
nope. So it's like same, but different, right? And I know people that have done far more research than I had might come for me. No need. This is what I know. This is what
We're
I know.
learning.
Right. It is a learning process. There's been things that my life is slightly better because of all of these chatbots, and I appreciate them. So, but I also care about the environment. And I've heard people say, like, those two things can't be true at the same time. And I'm like, I care about animals and I still eat chicken. So, two things can be true at once.
Yeah. And it's hard, right? Because technology is going to continue to evolve and change, whether we want that to or not. And I think it needs to be a balance. One thing that I don't particularly love about all of the AI stuff is mostly related to the construction of new data centers.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's one in Utah that they were estimating it's going to draw as much power as like the city of New York or
I
something.
saw that.
That's just insane. Like my brain cannot comprehend how
Mm.
this center that you're going to build is going to draw as much power as New York City. And then that kind of makes me pause and I'm like, is that necessary? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, where's the balance with that? Because that's an addition to the water and then electricity. I mean, I even got an email from Xcel Energy. I'm calling you out.
They're awful.
Terrible. Like we're investing in the grid and AI, but because of that, your bill's going to go up to 10.5%, which I think Ryan did the calculation. It was like an extra $50 a month, yeah, for us. And it's like, that's just, and I get the need for maintaining the grid and having the most up-to-date stuff to support infrastructure. I get it. But you keep passing on those costs to the consumers, to us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of factors that go into all of this. And I don't know where you balance that. And I've been thinking a lot about that. And even when I use Gemini, I'm like, oh, do I really need to use it
Me
right
too.
now? Like, am I going to drain an ocean if I do this?
I do. I try. And like, I try to determine, do I need to use chat for this or can I just use Google for this? But that's like all the freaking same at this point. So I'm like, how else am I going to get the information? It's not in an encyclopedia. Like, I don't. And those are all online now too. So I don't know. I think it's a tough call. And I think
Well, and everything's moved digital, right? Like
Yes.
I barely remember this, but I do like phone books, like the
Yes.
flipping through and like, oh, we gotta find this
Yeah.
business, or
They
like,
drop them off on your porch a couple times a year.
yeah, like insane, insane. I don't remember using one myself. I feel like
Oh.
my parents had them for like, I don't know.
I remember finding my friends' phone numbers in the white pages as a kid.
Oh God, that
Yeah.
sounds so primitive. Not that, not to date anyone.
We've
But
come a long
wow,
way.
wow. It's almost like it's kind of like I wonder if younger generations now, not as young as me because I'm the youngest, of course, but like cassette tapes, VHS, even like CDs. Like, do middle schoolers know what CDs are, or are they just streaming? Like,
I remember finding 8 tracks that were my parents and being like, "Oh my gosh, this is like and this is so old."
this is
Like
an ancient relic passed down from generation to generation.
right. And so I remember finding those things or seeing those things, and then I can imagine that feeling whenever I saw those. I can imagine that's very similar for a child if they saw a cassette tape or a VHS tape at this point to be like, "What am I supposed to do with this? Like, where's the music?"
Or like having to plug in like 3 different cables to get audio, video, and now it's just one cord into the
Yeah.
TV, if that.
Right, it just plugs right in. You're like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah,
Yeah.
smart TV. Oh my god, the boxy TVs. I remember growing up and having this giant, big boxy on this giant entertainment center.
Yeah.
And then at one point in my life, we like got rid of that, and then the flat screen TV started becoming a thing. And yeah, it's wild.
But even like a flat screen TV wasn't flat. There was
Yeah,
usually still a large box behind it. It still took up a ton of space. Now they're this big, they're tiny. So that is very
me, dare
interesting.
I say.
And you can like carry it with one person. I remember having to move a great big TV, and it would take like 2 or 3 people to carry it because you definitely wanted somebody supporting it in the middle so that it didn't go like get top heavy or you didn't accidentally drop it. Like it was no, now you just like throw that bad boy under your arm and walk out the door with it. If you were a burglar,
Don't mind me walking down the street with my 65-inch flat screen TV, me clearly struggling to breathe and like lugging it along under my arm. No, no, I'm good. I got it.
don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah. Be so easy to burgle a house these days.
I actually,
Everything's so tiny.
when I was an undergrad and I was living in the dorms, I bought this 55-inch TV because I was an RA, so like my room was a double as a single because RA's got our we got extra large rooms basically. And the dorm I was in was so old, it didn't have elevators and it wasn't very ADA compliant. So like I remember I had
The
one of my
fact that you
friends.
point that out is wild to me.
Well, there are lots of stairs, okay? Like, and not everyone can do that.
That's so
Uh,
inclusive of you.
my my profession is showing. But I remember I had
Yeah.
to recruit help from multiple friends, and the 3 of us, were like carrying my giant ass 55-inch TV up these long flight of stairs. And then my room was on the bottom floor. So then we had to go up to get into the building. Then we had to go down, take 2 levels of stairs. And all these doors, they weren't automatic doors. So someone had to go and open the door. Like it was this whole fiasco. Like if you could have just watched us doing that, that was insane. Honestly, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine doing that now. I'm hiring someone. I'm not doing that. So
No, after the last time I moved, well, because I moved myself back in October.
oh,
Whenever I moved, I don't remember. September.
Okay, I could have held one thing or something.
You're gonna carry my package of sheets? Like, you're gonna supervise me from afar and say, "Watch your step."
Yeah, like one bad step could be detrimental.
Yeah. Anyway, so I
Supervisor
moved
on
me,
duty.
and then I moved my kids in February, right? And after that, I was like, I'm officially too old for this, to have better things to do with my time than this. I will never, ever move myself again. I will pay. I will either not move or I will pay. I don't know how much it will cost, but I will pay because I will not lift anything heavier than this microphone ever again to move it.
Well, and I think it's interesting because moving, like, it's such an experience, right? Like, you have to pack up all of your things, put them in the boxes, do all the things. And I will tell you what, nothing will test the strength of a marriage more than trying to move a couch together downstairs of an apartment complex or up or down. I don't really remember. So Ryan and I lived in an apartment complex, obviously, before moving into, well, maybe not obviously, but before moving into our house.
Sure.
And Ryan was convinced that I could help him move our, like, I don't even know how many thousands of hundreds of pounds or whatever this couch was. It's a big couch. Okay. And look at me. Do I look like, I'm a twink? I'm not strong. I'm not like curved, strong, big man. But nonetheless, because he didn't want to pay anyone. So he's like, we could do this. We got this. Just lift it. Okay. We'll try it. Yeah. So we ended up getting in quite the back and forth. At one point, I just put the couch down and started cussing, probably said every cuss word under the sun. And he kept saying, well, just lift it. I can't. I'm not strong. I told you that. You know me. So ultimately, what ended up happening, he called one of his friends that lives in the Denver metro. He came with his truck. Ryan and that guy lifted the couch, and his friend was strong and could do that. And the entire time, and I was like, I told you so. I knew this was a bad idea from the start. You didn't listen to me. Now I'm upset. My arms hurt. So it was just this whole thing. And we're still happily married. I love him, but I will never do that again. Never again.
Whenever I moved from Virginia to Denver, I didn't ask for any help at all from anybody.
You're such a strong, independent woman.
To my own detriment, 100%. Yes. To my own detriment, though, because I was like, nobody likes to help move. I'm not going to ask anybody to help me move because nobody likes to
for pizza and a beer. And
absolutely. And so I packed everything myself. I loaded it all into a pod all by myself. I carried everything, all of the bed, all of the furniture, all of the TV. I was dying, absolutely dying. But you know what? Then I did it, packed it all up, drove cross country again, all by myself, did all of the things. And so by the time I got here, I was like, I moved cross country all by myself, which then reinforces this weird psychotic badge of honor to be like, yes, I did that all by myself.
I don't need anyone.
I don't need anybody.
No, man.
No, you know how much easier it would have been if I had help? What? Like absolute craziness. Absolute craziness.
Like just hire like a moving company and pay them like 20, but well, maybe 20.
Whatever it is, whatever it costs.
Still would have been worth it.
Still would have been worth it. Again, I don't know how much it costs, but like I will have somebody move me again. Like if I move, when I move, somebody's doing it. And it will not be me. I will sit there with my glass of champagne.
Don't break the fine china.
And like, I don't know, I'll go on a walk. I don't even need to be here. Like, because I also would feel weird supervising somebody do it. Like, I don't want to.
I love being a background supervisor.
I know you do. I watch you do it here all the time with the podcast stuff. And then like 2 months later, you're like, I could have offered that for help. Sir,
Like,
sir,
I am capable.
oblivious.
Oblivious.
That's okay. Also, look, this is not important information, but I have it in my brain, so now you get it. For some strange reason, I saw that there are approximately 30 deaths a year attributed to elevator accidents.
Oh,
Elevator.
that's terrifying.
So I was like, okay, 30 a year in the United States. I said, how many stair accidents are there?
Oh no. Oh, they're
Yes, there's like 12,000 a year.
Who's falling down all these stairs? What are we?
Everybody is falling down all these stairs. So people are like, all these people that won't get into an elevator because they're like, oh, the elevator is so dangerous. The elevator is so dangerous. The
They fall down
elevators,
the stairs.
the elevators are taking out 30 people a year. And meanwhile, all of us walking up and down stairs ourselves, it's taking out 12,000 plus.
I actually have a concern.
So
Elevator.
I need an elevator put into my house now because stairs are dangerous.
When I was like, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe no, I was even younger than that. I was sick as a kid a lot. And so I had a lot of doctor's appointments that I had to drive like to the main hospital in Iowa where I live. And I distinctly remember getting in an elevator with my mom and it just stopped working. Like it's the only time it's ever happened to me. But I have trust issues. Like I was crying. I was freaking out. Like baby Chris was like, well, are we going to die in here?
Oh my God.
Like, what's happening? Like I'm falling.
Awful.
No, like to little Chris, it was like, I'm never getting out of this elevator. I'm going to be stuck here forever. I'm going to get food. And I wonder if it comes down to like being a little claustrophobic because I don't love small spaces.
Sure.
But ever since then, I will get in an elevator. We have been in an elevator together. And though I don't show it, in the back of my mind, I'm always just like a little bit away from being like, those doors better open. Please open. Please.
I don't think I really have so much an issue with the elevator as I do being in the elevator with strangers. And so it comes down to like not my trust of the elevator, but my trust of humans. I don't trust them.
Maybe I'm too trusting because my brain didn't even think about that at all.
That's so funny. But like, I don't want to. So the idea of getting stuck in an elevator, no, it doesn't sound like a dream. It sounds kind of awful.
And what if it's hot?
Well,
Like, I have to sweat to death through my shirt. Now I got to go back and change.
But I don't want to get stuck in an elevator with like strangers. If I got stuck in an elevator with you, I would sit down and have a chat. Like I wouldn't even, it would not bother
Pull
me.
some cards out of our back pockets.
Absolutely. Like we're just going to have a chat. If I got stuck in an elevator with a stranger, I would probably start to panic in really kind of weird ways. I'm sure I would get very like tense and my guard would come up so fast. Like that guard that I work so hard to like leave down so that I'm approachable
All
would
those
go up
years of
so
therapy down the drain.
Done. Get the fuck away from
We're
me,
gonna
stranger.
eat that right out the brain.
Because I will, like this eat or be eaten thing, put me in an elevator with a stranger. We're going to find out survival of the fittest at its finest.
Ooh, okay. I have a question for you. If you could be stuck in an elevator with any person of your choosing, who would it be and why?
You.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, is it you?
I think so. I have deemed you a safe human. Like you're a safe human. You make me laugh. We can have good conversation. I think for as over dramatic as we both jokingly make ourselves, I think at the end of the day, should crisis arise, like there's a lot of problem solving skills between us and we work well under pressure. Like you have to, right? You have to. And so I think in a situation like that, there might be this moment of like, oh God, what did I do? And then it'd be like, pause. pause. Yeah. So I think you. Yeah.
Who would I want to be in an elevator with?
Hopefully your husband or me. You have two right answers. No, I could think of a couple people that I could say the same thing, right? Like my
See,
friend,
that's
I was
so
like,
I'm
my friend Kat. I could get stuck in the elevator with my friend Kat, I think, for the same reasons. Like, I think there'd be some problem solving. I think staying cool, calm, and collected under pressure.
so I
And to have a sit and conversation. Like, if they said you're in here for 2 hours, but you will for sure get out in 2 hours, all right, we're just going to sit down and have a chat.
I like where your brain goes with that thought process because that's not where mine goes at all. You're like, who would I want to be stuck with? I want to be stuck with someone I know, someone I trust, someone I could have a laugh with. And immediately, the first person that comes into my brain, I think you already can anticipate who I'm going to say. Let's dim the light. It's Sabrina Carpenter. I would. Could you imagine? Like, I'm
This
just
was
like,
such a serious conversation, and you went and ruined it by putting a pop star in the elevator.
but could you imagine? Like, I would love to just sit in an elevator with her. Like, she's probably going to be wearing some high end brand, looking fabulous. And I'm going to be like, girl, I got so many questions. Like, where do you get your inspiration for your songs? Like, are you going to tour soon? Like, we get out of here. Can I get some tickets? Like,
All right.
but no, you and Ryan, like, for sure. You're
You failed this test. I mean, but I can't actually say that I'm surprised. And I hear your logic.
see.
I hear your logic. But that means if you're stuck in the elevator with her, you're also stuck in the elevator with all of her security. And there's probably a lot of people in there. And there's no room to sit down or breathe or move.
Oh God, and it's gonna be all hot and sweaty and
Mhm.
humid and oh, no, we can't have
Yeah.
that. No, my hair couldn't survive that.
Yeah.
That's honestly, that's a disservice to society.
See,
No,
see,
can't have that.
gotta think these things through.
But what if Sabrina and I could what if we wrote a song together in that time? Like we're just sitting down, Sabrina's like doing a little hum, I'm like putting some words to it. All right, Sabrina, hit me up. We're gonna do a duet. It's gonna be great.
I mean, and then you could be the next pop star sensation.
You know, it's funny you say that actually. I believe I am Hollywood's best kept secret. So
I mean, I've been saying it for years. I am basically the songbird of our time. So,
the next Whitney Houston.
absolutely. That TikTok that you sent me earlier today, the baby.
It was so serious. It started out so serious.
I know. I was unprepared.
And
And the mom on her knees in the kitchen, like,
and the brother that's like poking his head around in the dollar signs. He's like, oh, he's capitalized on his sis.
so funny. No. Have you heard that TikTok song about like, don't put bananas in my butt?
Yes.
I walked around all day Friday singing Don't Put Bananas in My Butt. And I was like, this is what? Why is this a thing? And why is that what my brain latched onto and kept on repeat? Don't put bananas in my butt. Like,
I honestly didn't hear that until like a couple days ago.
Me too.
And it was Charlie Puth, a TikTok of him came up on my For You page. And he was just singing that.
Me
And I was
too.
like, Charlie, what are we, what? How did we get here? And then to find out it's this new kind of trending thing. So
You know?
yeah, I guess don't put bananas in your butt, everybody.
Yeah. I saw the same and I thought the same. And then I was like, okay, how did we get here? But I did sing it. So,
What have you been thinking about the fruit TikToks of it? Strawberryta
okay.
building houses in
Strawberryta.
people's heads.
Strawberryta has gone too far. Strawberryta.
Just skippity bow. Now I have a new house.
Strawberryta throwing Banana Baby off a cliff
She after suffocating.
after suffocating it.
I thought that one would traumatize you a little bit.
I was like, oh my God, what are we watching right now? And then the diamond ones where they cut out her eyeballs. And then the daughter was like, Mom, take my eyes. And the child sacrificed her eyeballs.
And then these fruit doctors just do it. They're just like, I don't need any parental consent.
What? Are you sure? Yes, absolutely. Give my mom my eyeballs. What? No.
And then to find out your diamond husband is cheating on you with an emerald.
That has your diamond eyes in it. Like, what is happening right now? I just truly, we've gone a little far. We've gone a little far.
And on the next episode of Fruit Drama,
Oh, yeah. No, it is like they
it's
took
something
that.
new every week. Every week, it's something new.
Yeah,
But I'm drawn in. I'm committed. So let's see what happens.
I know. Like, I see it. You send them to me, and I'm like, oh my God, this is intense. Like, what am I watching? Meanwhile, I'm over here invested in this damn documentary that I watched about Mackenzie Shirilla and how awful her parents are.
I've never heard. What is that? Is it on? Should I watch?
So, a new one came out on Netflix called The Crash.
Okay.
There are on Hulu on Killer Cases and Mean Girl Murders. There's like a 45-minute episode on both of those covering the same case. So I have watched all of them. Dad has been on TMZ. Mom has been like, there's all these videos on YouTube of the jail phone calls between mom and this girl. She ran her car into the wall going 100 miles an hour and killed her boyfriend and his best friend. And they charged her for murder for both of them. I am careful not to speak on all of that because I don't know. And those are two people's lives, right? So I have not spoken on that. What I will speak on is the piece of crap parents, because these parents were letting this 17-year-old girl live with her boyfriend who was 20. She's still in school. She's not doing well in school. She's driving around in a car that they bought for her, smoking blunts, doing drugs, posting all the pictures.
It's just what all the youth are doing these days.
And mom is over here liking all the videos. So, like, it's not like this was a batch of parents who didn't know. This was a batch of parents who knew exactly what was happening.
Oh, hey, did you see your daughter just got in a high-speed chase while smoking 2 blunts and taking
Awful.
a shot? Like, what?
Awful. And so then dad gets on to do this documentary. And the boyfriend had money. I think he came from some money. I don't know how he made his money. Again, not speaking on anybody because I don't know. But he bought her lots of nice things. So she had designer clothes and designer shoes and, Balenciaga, all the things, because he bought her lots of nice things. And so dad comes on to this Netflix documentary and he's like, well, yeah, of course she stayed with him. She liked nice things. Everybody likes nice things. And he provided her a lifestyle, giving her nice things. Sir, this is a 17-year-old little girl.
And that's your kid.
Correct. The way you're talking about your daughter is
like you're not best friends.
You're not friends.
You're supposed to be the parent.
Had me just in a chokehold, these parents did. Mom gets up and gives her impact statement in court and turns around to the families of the victims and is like, I'm so sad that this happened to your child. And then to the other one, she's like, well, and he was a new friend, so we didn't really know him. Turns back around to the judge, and the judge is like, so his life doesn't matter because you just met him? And she's like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. She's like, but my daughter won't get to, have children. My daughter won't get to do this. My daughter won't get to do that. And it's just so tone deaf.
Your daughter killed 2 people.
So tone deaf to the entire situation. The judge was like, I'm sorry, but your lack of empathy for the 2 lives that were lost and to only speak on what your daughter's not going to get to experience is not appropriate. Like, the judge was savage. So, but the parents just keep saying stupid shit. And then dad was a teacher in the school. And so this week he just got put on administrative leave for the comments that he made in this documentary, as he should. How are you? He's a teacher at like a Catholic school. And you're letting your child run around, and he makes
It
comments,
just
and he's
keeps
like,
getting better.
no, he's
Every time I'm like, oh, it can't get any worse than this. And it's,
he's on this documentary, and he's like, I don't care if she smoked weed. I don't care if you smoke weed. I smoke weed. So therefore, I don't care if she smokes weed. What's the problem with weed? And then he goes and does another interview to say with TMZ after all of this. And he's like, the documentary took it out of context. I was just saying there's worse things than weed. It could have been heroin.
okay.
And it's like, this is still your child. She's 17 years old. She'd been with this boy since she was like a freshman in high school. She'd been with him for years. And so, like, this is the type of stuff that's been going on. Like, we're not even talking about her just starting living this lifestyle when she graduated in June and she lived fast and died young between June and August. No, she'd been doing this, posting pictures in her underwear on social media. She's in the hospital, laid up, like broken spine, all kinds of stuff. These other two poor kids are gone. And mom,
She's lucky to be alive, honestly.
she is. And mom's corresponding from the kids' social media page about a modeling contract while she's laid up in the hospital, while these two kids just died. But that's where everybody's priorities are. It's insane. I have so many feelings about these
Can you
parents.
imagine this new era of like social media and parenting? This needs to be an episode on the podcast, honestly, like talking about this new era of parenting or lack thereof.
Lack thereof. Yeah, we'll circle back. No, you need to watch it. You need to watch it this week, and we will talk about this again.
Okay.
With all of that. Now I'm all like juiced up about it again. It's
Fired
so
up,
bad.
ready to go.
New episodes come out every Monday. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Have a safe Memorial weekend, my friends.
Love you all.
Don't be afraid to be great. Toodles, poodles.